Be careful when using Alpha GPC. Yo, what's going on? It's someone that's someone, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report is coming from KatFerr off Reddit. When this happened, 6 years ago, the drug used was Alpha GPC at a dose of 250 milligrams per day. The route of administration, orally, and the prior experience includes crystal meth. Okay, so today we're taking a dive into the substance Alpha GPC, a common choline supplement. This is a nootropic that will often be paired with razotams, since razotams can be choline depleting. Today, we're seeing how it acts by itself, particularly what may happen when you get too much choline. KatFerr casually began taking Alpha GPC to see if it would be an effective nootropic for day-to-day life, but after a few days of taking it, it instead brings KatFerr to a very discomforting state and unable to get any work done. We'll break down Alpha GPC more, how it can act as a nootropic, and what happened to KatFerr here after the report. This is a common supplement and pretty interesting. I'm sure you'll enjoy this, so without further ado, let's dive right into it. I'm studying and trying to boost my attention and memory capacities. I recently bought some Alpha GPC from Pink Nootropics. I started taking it on Saturday, about 250 milligrams per day, until yesterday. I took less yesterday. After 4 days of use, I feel really horrible. Instead of being able to concentrate more, it made me really sleepy, yawning a lot, irritable, depressed, anxious, and restless. This morning, I didn't take any more. Now, I can hardly get out of bed. If you ever tried crystal meth, that terrible physical fatigue you get after using it for a while, well, this feels similar. I tried it once, and this bone-aching tiredness put me off of it forever. Obviously, with Alpha GPC, this is not as pronounced, but it reminds me of that physical and mental exhaustion I felt back then. I can't concentrate at all, can't do more than 5 minutes of math before I have to crawl back into bed, struggle to even sit upright, and use my laptop. On Saturday, when I started taking it, I got really nauseous. I took some, then had to go to a conference on a bus. Felt like throwing up on the way there. Once there, I was yawning nonstop, had a sore stomach, headache, and was very drowsy. Bleak mood. Depressed mood continued until today. I am usually very upbeat and energetic. Go to the gym every morning, but everything has been irritating me these past few days, and I didn't have any energy to go to the gym yesterday or today. I'd like to hear about other people's experience with this substance. I bought a lot of it, and it was quite expensive, so I'm quite bummed that I might have to throw it away. But I feel really crappy, and there's no way I plan on taking more of it. Instead of helping with studying, energy, concentration, I can't get anything challenging done at all. Please share your stories. I hear that some people have positive results. I wonder what they are doing differently. Okay, so Alpha GPC, a nootropic and another substance that's pretty new territory for us. We haven't really done anything like it other than pramirazatam, another nootropic, but it works much differently than that, being a choline supplement that may increase acid to choline levels, helping maintain them, and offering neuroprotection. Alpha GPC breaks down into choline and glycerophosphate, where choline assists in structuring, signaling of cell membranes, and cholinergic transmission, while glycerophosphate is thought to provide neuroprotection. If you don't know, acid to choline is associated with memory and learning, so this ideally would help those going through something like dementia or Alzheimer's, potentially learning deficits, and such as recovery from a stroke. In Europe, it is specifically prescribed for Alzheimer's, while elsewhere it's mostly sold as a supplement. And this could too help people thrive as well. An increase in focus and alertness has been reported, but beyond mental effects, research shows that it could help improve athletic performance as well as influencing muscle growth. It can be common for Alpha GPC to be thrown into pre-workouts and whatnot because it has shown to increase growth hormone right after you take it, but it does normalize after 2 hours. Also, it may promote better iron absorption but more research is yet needed to confirm this. Alpha GPC is regarded as relatively safe at doses less than 200 milligrams per day for most people, according to the FDA, which it is pretty rare we get an FDA clearance for the substances we talk about on here, but it just makes sense that Alpha GPC acts in the way it does. This substance is naturally produced by our brains, and it is present in a lot of our foods as well. Now, foods offer it in a much lower concentration than what you get from a supplement, but throughout the day, you can easily ingest a significant amount, as it does come from soy lecithin, eggs, milk, meats, some fruits, and some vegetables. Now, while it is unlikely any substantial harm will come from Alpha GPC, that doesn't mean there isn't risk. You can overload yourself on choline, what most likely happened in today's report. This user did note eggs in their diet in the comments, which, if you remember, in our pramirazatam report, the user ate eggs as their choline source alone, and that seemed to do the job. But it could be that KatFerr naturally already has very sufficient choline levels, which, if you play in these factors, especially after a week's worth of usage, KatFerr could have very well just had too much choline, which resulted in that undesirable state. Now, too much choline could be problematic, especially if usage was continued, but it is unlikely anyone would have the desire to once the symptoms start arising, such as irritability, the depressed mood, inability to do very much, or the potential physical effects like nausea, body odor alteration, headaches, or drowsiness. There also could be potential risk when it comes to some combinations. It has been shown that Alpha GPC and other choline supplements may interact with MAOIs, which can be a dangerous area if influenced in the wrong way. Also, Alpha GPC is suspected to potentially raise dopamine and serotonin levels, which, with the right substance, it could influence serotonin syndrome. But speaking of combinations, Alpha GPC has also shown potential to negate some of the symptoms brought on by scopolamine, one of the main alkaloids found in datura, which it makes sense, scopolamine being an anticholinergic, while Alpha GPC is a cholinergic. So there would just be some leveling out there. And this could also be true of other anticholinergics as well. So we're going to leave it there for today. We broke down Alpha GPC a decent bit. If you guys want to see more on this substance or any other nootropic, let me know in the comments below. If you have your own report, send it in NoOneSubmitReport or follow the link in the description. We did bring this substance up on a report on our Patreon. If you want to see that and other new reports every week, follow my Patreon, link is below. And if you can do me a favor, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, follow the socials, share the video. It's been Someone That's Someone, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.